Yeah. Do you have your mic on? I can't.
There we go.
There you
Thank
are.
Hmm?
There you are.
I know, there I am.
And I have you cue over there. Hold on a second.
All right. I'm unplugging things. I started the meeting. I knew it was being live streamed. They told me it was being live streamed. I had to click that it was being live streamed. Yet at the same time, I forgot to unplug my headphones, so I couldn't hear anything. And I forgot to unmute myself, so you couldn't hear me. So really, I'm an idiot. Once again, it's proven. How you doing, Amanda?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. So I didn't realize, and this is something that we could all make money off. We're all looking for ways to make a little extra green, right? Mm-hmm. How do I make more money? How do I put money into my pocket? This morning, it dawned on me that if you have children, you have dogs. I mean, we were just broadcasting. I don't know if you noticed, Amanda, but I had Rosie. I was sitting on the sofa right over there. And Rosie was sitting on me. I'm like, whoa, she smells, right? So now my shirt kind of has a dog smell to it. Mm. I'm thinking that I should package this up and smell it and sell it as a dog scented shirt. $20, I could make some money. I'm thinking that if I had thought about this a few years ago and my son was a stinky pre-adolescent kid, I could have packaged up his sheets or his clothes and sold it as Smelly Boy. And people could have bought that, and I could have made $20 off of that.
Who's your audience? Who's your
obviously? I can tell you think I'm crazy at this, right? But I am not. I am basing this fact on people buying my smelly stuff for money on something that is true and something that happens. Like Friday night, I'm going to have a bonfire. I should take my clothes that are going to smell like a bonfire, put them in a bag, and sell them as bonfire clothes. And the reason I know this is going to work is because Arby's is selling smoked clothes right now. And all they're doing is they're going to the smokehouse where they smoke their meats, and they're taking clothes, they're putting them on a hanger, and they're hanging them in there with the meats. So the clothes get smoked just like the meats. And they're selling it for $112. You can get a sweatshirt, a hoodie, and sweatpants.
Okay. Well, that's not weird to smell like smoked meat. It is weird to smell like stinky dog.
Maybe people like the smell of stinky dog.
I don't know. That's like a weird.
Hey, listen.
Weird target that you're going for there.
Listen, the people who make Limburger cheese, they don't go. Most of the world does not like the smell of Limburger cheese. They still
they should.
But because there's people who buy it and like it.
Yeah, only like if your mother-in-law is coming over and you don't want her to stay very long, you whip out the Limburger cheese. That's what we do. We whip out the fiery Cheetos if someone comes over, we don't want them to stay very long, and we feed them to our son.
Right, because it's never a good thing that comes. Listen,
the reaction his body has to that is quite the most stinkiest thing I've ever smelled, including a skunk that once ran through our house.
Right. So, but here's my thought on like because you're dissing my idea.
I am.
I can tell you this, but like the adolescent teenage boy smell, right? Not fun. But here it could be like training pants, right? It could be like training wheels for a bike. Because I was a youth group leader once, and this is before I had kids, and I wish I knew what I was getting into. And perhaps if I had been slowly but surely led into the smell that I was going to smell when I walked into the sleeping cabin that I was in charge of, that had 7th and 8th grader boys in it. And it was a cold November in up by Springfield, Ohio. And there was an electric heater in there that would just go one temperature on all the way. And I walked in, and it was the hot electric heater smell of 15 7th and 8th graders. Oh, right. But if I had sort of slowly gotten into it, right, taught myself what it is by wearing the smell of.
You were a younger boy. You were that smell.
Yeah, but we love that smell. We didn't notice the smell. We don't notice. I mean, you
you
smell, but let's say that you have an odor. You don't notice it because you wake up with it. You know what it is, right? Well, so I'm just saying you could sell this to people so they could slowly get into. So I wouldn't have been surprised by the smell of when I walked in there as a youth group leader. It would have been a great thing. So there is a market for it, a small market, a niche market. But that's how you make money. You find your niche market and you go for it.
All right, dude, go for it. You let me know how that goes.
I'm saying if I had known about this, but Alex is too old now. I don't have it anymore. And it's weird to go to my neighbors who have kids and say, hey, can I box up your kids' clothes?
That's kind of creepy. I think a better way to make money is just to get an unusual pet, like that girl did that we were talking about this morning on the air. She has a pet duck named Munchkin.
Oh, yeah.
Munchkin makes $50,000 a year. And Chrissy owns Munchkin. She says, I spend about half an hour a day creating and posting content, and I make more money than I do all week long, like working at a grocery store. $50,000 for a duck, a pet duck.
And she doesn't have to like go to the UPS store and mail anything. She just sits.
Yep. So easy. So Naked Pedro needs to get his own channel, maybe. He's
better hurry. Naked Pedro's getting old.
Naked Pedro will be with us for 2 more decades at least. My pet parrot, my daughter's pet parrot. I think of it as mine since I do most of the caretaking and the losing of it. But
you need to figure out how when she moves out, like pet Naked Pedro goes with her.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Can't you have someone watch Naked Pedro when you go on vacation? And it's like the goldfish that, I watched when someone was gone, like, ooh, it died. And then they could be like, ooh, Naked Pedro, I don't even flew away.
Poor Naked Pedro. I love him. I would love to take him to Florida, to his native country, his native tropicalness, and let him go. But I don't think he'd be able to survive this part.
You don't think so? Think he'd be in trouble?
I think he would. I think he's, poor little Naked Pedro. Please, once again, I serve as a living lesson to other parents who are about to purchase an unusual animal for their small child, like, I don't know, a guinea pig, any kind of bird, a reptilian species.
Get something that will die quickly. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, get something with a short lifespan, like a fly.
Or a fly that you can teach the joys of getting, nurturing, enjoying, and then
letting it go. Yes, all in a day, actually,
Poor Naked Pedro.
I had pet snails when I was little. I dug up, when we lived in California, after it rained, they would come up out of the ground and be all over the sidewalk, and I put them in a little tiny portable sandbox this big, and I had pet snails. That's what I had. They were nasty.
Yeah.
I would never touch them now.
Pet snails.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Having a pet slug.
Yeah.
One spill of the salt shaker and it's all done. That's just not good. Hey, now I know the answer to this for you, I think.
Okay.
Right here. Is when you are doing something, a do-it-yourself project, how long will you go before you ask for help? Because I have seen you with something that goes wrong on a computer. You're fixated on it for hours, if not days, trying to figure out what's wrong with the computer, how to make it work, and you will not ask for help. How long does it take you before you ask for help?
Wow, a while.
And there's a reason I'm asking this question.
A while. I don't know, a couple hours. My husband will give it a year. Well, you think I'm bad. My husband's like way bad. I mean, he tried to fix a 40,000-gallon pool by himself with no experience with concrete, and so that was a disaster. So he waited a year. I'm probably a few hours. In some cases, a few days.
Okay. Most people wait like 5 hours before doing something, struggling with something until they go, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a strength thing, I'll cave quickly because I've been working out a little bit,
right,
but I'm not strong enough for a lot of things or tall enough for a lot of things.
A do-it-yourself project around the house. Do-it-yourself. Yeah, most of us will wait 4 to 5 hours before we go and call someone. I will sit there before I even start it, and I'll like YouTube for a good 3 hours to make sure that I know exactly how to open the can of paint, because I don't want to open the can of paint incorrectly. So I will Google it for that long. And now let me ask you this, Amanda. Of your do-it-yourself projects, which one are you most proud of? Your do-it-yourself projects at your house, which ones are you most proud of? Give me 2. Or just one.
Fixing a backed up sink. I dismantled the P-trap.
Oh, yes.
And drained everything out and put it all back together.
Did it leak when you put it back together? Because that's the one that I drives me crazy when I put it back together and it doesn't work right.
Yeah, nope. No, it was beautiful. I don't know, painting stuff, furniture and walls and stuff, I guess.
That's actually the thing that if you ask people what they are most proud of do-it-yourself projects, everyone's like, yeah, me, I'm good. I can paint. I hate painting, by the way. I can paint. They're not like putting up a whole back deck or oh yeah, I replumbed the whole house. No, it's like I can paint. That's the number one thing that we are proud of doing, followed by just redecorating different rooms in our houses. For me, my most excited thing, do-it-yourself project that I get most excited about when I do, and I never get any glory for this. I honestly, no one's ever complimented me on this in my house.
Oh,
Is when
okay.
when I
Can't wait to-
oil the squeaky hinges on the doors.
Oh.
That's the most annoying thing. I can do that too. I don't even have to Google how to do it. I can actually do it myself without pre-checking the correct way to do it, which I think shows that I'm a pro at doing it.
You are an unsung hero.
Yeah, I really think so. So if you are in your house and you've been trying to get the squeaky out of your door hinges and it's been that 5 hours, you're like, I got to call a professional. I just want to say that I am a professional at unsqueakying doors and their hinges. So
But you'll have to feed him. You'll have to feed him.
no, I like to offer
He
my
does not
services.
go hungry.
I like to offer my services for free because I am that much of a pro that I believe that everybody should have what I have. I don't want to keep it to myself because it is such a
Do you
unique-
guarantee your work? That's my final question.
well, I guarantee it until it squeaks. I mean, every doctor is going to guarantee that you're healed until you get sick again.
I'll just say this, when it's free, you get what you pay for.
When you're accident free in your car, you haven't had an accident until you hit something.
Okay.
So I will
Speaking of-
guarantee it until it squeaks again.
Speaking of having accidents, we have about a minute here, so I'm gonna let you go. But this was a good talk. This was a really good talk. We
good.
learned some things.
Good talk, everybody. Good talk. Good talk. All right, y'all be good. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to you soon here. Find the button here. How to make this work. Anybody know? Oh no. Ah! Actually, isn't there a way to hang on? Oh, Amanda's gone. Why she left, I don't know. All right, I'll just cut it this way. There's a way to end it. I think it's this button I need. Ah, that's the one. See ya.